So real quick, I do want to talk about, since it is the holidays, and a lot of people that I know are particularly affected by the holidays. And studies, I don't know if y'all know, and if y'all going through this or know somebody that's going through this, you know what I'm saying? I don't know. It's just a lot going on. So reports are out now that young people, let me pull this up, okay? Young people are younger people are becoming more miserable than the old generation, according to global research on happiness. Okay. So basically, young folks is unhappy, they tired, they want out, and older people are just happy. So definitely I don't know. I think it's always been that way. I don't know why this is, to me, like, I feel like this is not new research, because I feel like anybody coming into adulthood, it's always rough. It's never happy. You're trying to figure out life. You're trying to understand life. You're trying to figure out how to make money, and at the same time, how to be yourself and how to maneuver new people. And so when you're older, you got life. You got it. You know what I'm saying? And I feel like we start to get it when we around like 38, 37, 38, 39, 40. You know what I'm saying? It's when we first start to really get it and be like, dang. And that's when you start hearing like a lot of older people say, if I knew now, like, what if I knew what I knew now back then, I would be a bad, you always hear that, or I would be, you know what I'm saying, a rich, you know what I'm saying? I'm trying to mute myself because I'm not trying to curse or anything like that. You know, YouTube has been coming down hard on us and stuff like that. But like, I just feel that I don't know why this is new research, but I do get it because, you know, during the holidays, and I do want to say this to anybody, when, first of all, because 90% of my audience anyway is Black, okay? And as Black people, as people of color, we are supposed to be in hot environments. We're supposed to be getting sun. We need a lot more sun than most people. We need a lot more vitamin D. Hell, I was just recently diagnosed with low vitamin D levels. You know what I'm saying? And so that caused like some muscle problems, some bone problems and stuff, but it got fixed. You know what I'm saying? Because I was just like, why my leg hurt? You know what I'm saying? Why my joints is stiff? You know, I be getting up and, you know, I can't, I'm real stiff. And I'm like, I know this ain't what my mama was talking about at 40, but no, it had everything to do with a vitamin D deficiency. It affects your mood. And then when you're transitioning from the summer, when it's typically really hot, and you're going into the fall, because you got so much like vitamin D during the summertime, and then when the fall time comes, it's not as much sun. The sun is out not as long. Yeah, your mood tends to drop a little bit. You know what I'm saying? And then also, you know, I'm a firm believer that we're in line with how the universe goes, okay? So the summertime, we're supposed to be happy. Springtime, we're supposed to be everything that we plant during the winter time, or the fall time, we're supposed to be giving birth to that. And the fall time, a lot of stuff's supposed to fall off, okay? A lot of stuff you're supposed to be getting rid of. You're supposed to be cleaning out. You know, a lot of people say spring cleaning. I think it's fall cleaning, cleaning of people, cleaning of energy. A lot of things you're supposed to be cleaning out. And so you feel empty. You feel like you've lost something. And then it's the change of weather and stuff like that. So there's a lot of factors at play during the fall time that's leading into the holidays. And so, you know, and here's another thing. It's like when you've gotten rid of people and then you're going into the holidays and you don't want to be around family that maybe have caused you pain, or, you know what I'm saying, that don't allow you to be your best self, or maybe your job is not that good. There's just a lot of factors at play. And I really feel that we're supposed to be in line with the seasons. And when we go against that, that could cause a little bit of, you know, mood unstabilization. I'm making up my own words like T.I. Unstabilization, okay? And so, you know, we got the holidays coming up and there's a lot of pressure. Christmas, we have to adhere to these holidays and standards and what people are going to be expecting from you. And you know what I'm saying? And it's a lot going on. And then top it off, young people are saying that they broke. They broke. And they're blaming it on societal polarization. This is the 2024 World Happiness Report. Societal polarization, which means basically they're not able to get money. Like they definitely see like an income gap. And especially with the rise of social media and everybody is putting on like they got it, like they getting it like that, like life is good. And half the time they don't have it. They don't have it. It's all a facade. Social media is negative influence, and then the economic challenges like housing affordability. And this falls to the parents too, because when I was 18, I could easily go get an apartment, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom, $300, $350. You know what I'm saying? Who had an apartment for $350? $400 2 bedroom, maybe 3 bedroom, $700. If you got a little Section 8, that'll drop you down to $100. You know what I'm saying? Like, we could afford to do stuff like this. We could afford to tell mama and daddy, deuces, y'all ain't giving me no curfew no more. I could go live on my own. But now kids are forced because they can't afford shit. They can't afford a goddamn. They can't afford a motherfucking thing, okay? And they want to talk in our house and eat our food. You know what I'm saying? They want to do a lot of things and then get mad when we put the light bill in their name. Y'all hit the wine glass if you understand what I'm saying. Now, if you got a teenager in your house right now, they think they grown, they 19, they still a teenager, and they talking shit. Please hit the wine glass on that. I need to know. Listen. There's a lot of factors at play. And so back in the day, when my mama would tell me, hold on for a second. When my mama would tell me, oh, you think you grown, get out? Because I was working at Sonic, because I was working at AT&T, I worked 2 jobs. I had a boyfriend with a car. I was able, with 1 check, to pay my rent. Now they can't pay now rent because a 1 bedroom alone is $2,000. That's their whole check for the month. They can't afford to eat. So then they got to come to our house and eat around the holidays. And I know a lot of y'all going through it right now. Seriously, you said $359 for just a bathroom. If I were them, I would be renting rooms on Airbnb. There's another site too called Hot Pads. Okay, shout out to Hot Pads. They need to give me a deal for shouting this out. But you can rent a room and they give you a code and you share a bathroom and a kitchen and stuff, sort of like what kids do when they go in the military or when they go into college. You can do that there and talk shit in your own house. And I just feel like because everything is so expensive and we're not showing them as parents how to maneuver, how to, move something over here to make room for this. This is why they unhappy. And then they got, the government telling them that they grown, that we don't have no rights. Okay. I always thought that was crazy that, the government would try to tell the kids that they got rights, but they ain't got no money. I don't understand. Listen, it's called a split pad, not hot pad. Thank you so much. It's called a split pad where you can rent a room. Okay. The government would tell these kids that they grown, they can get, they can unalive babies without us. They can go get birth control without us. They can call the police if we put hands on them. You know what I'm saying? We can't put them out because they got mail coming to the house. If you really want to put your child out and not have to fight the child in court, just do not allow your child to receive mail at your house. Just have them receive mail at their grandmama's house, because that's where they're gonna go when you kick them out anyway. But I always thought it was just crazy that my child, even in Florida, can sign herself out of school and drop out of school at 16, right? Can do all of these, but they don't have money to sustain themselves. So it's like, how are you grown with no money? And most places won't hire you unless you're 18, let alone give you enough to live off of, but they got enough to be grown at our house. I'm just sorry. It's just, to me, it's just funny. It's just funny. You said, Tasha, it's called hot pads where we are. Hot pads, split pads. All I know is they can split rent if they unhappy in your house. But I just want to tell them, really, I don't think they have anything to worry about. To me, I feel like they have more options to make money than as opposed to back in the day. Because back in the day, we used to have to go and apply for jobs. We used to have to go beg. The junior store owner, please hire me. The McDonald's, please. Everybody, your whole family don't work at McDonald's. That was their first job in your small town. And now they can just sit at home and scam. And I ain't trying to tell them to scam, but You don't even need a face for a YouTube channel. You can use somebody else's content to make money. It's just so many different ways. So I just don't understand. It's like, do they feel pressure because of social media, or do they feel pressure because they can't afford to compete with people on social media? I compete every day. My earrings come from Aldo's. Okay. I don't wear makeup. I only wear makeup when I'm going somewhere because I like to preserve my makeup. Okay. I wear finger waves and short hair because it's easy to maintain. All right. So if I do decide to relax my hair, I do it like every 3 months or so. The relaxer can last me 6 months. You know what I'm saying? Like there's a lot of economical ways of things that I particularly do. You know what I'm saying? Just to save money. I try to live plant based because eating plants are a lot cheaper than eating meat. One steak is $30. That's out of the store. That's not even cooked. That's raw. Thank you so much, the elect Lady Tay show. Yeah, they just too emotional. I just think they're grown. Like, yeah, thank you so much. I'm just saying, I just feel like, we just got to show these kids just how to maneuver. If they listen to us, we can show them how to do it. And then they won't be so unhappy because unhappiness really just rolls back with, can I afford to go out and compete? That's it. That's it. The health good, you ain't got nothing to worry about. But listen, let me that I'm not the problem. They own problem. They ain't gonna listen to us anyway. Or they can move to China. China just personally decided to give their citizens 10 unhappiness days off. Okay. Yeah. So according to China here, and we're gonna get onto this celebrity gossip. I just had to put out this global news, okay? Because it affects us all and things like that. You know what I'm saying? And so you may know somebody that's going through it and may need to hear this hit advice and stuff. So China introduces an unhappiness leave for workers. Yeah, and so employees can take up to 10 additional days off each year when they are feeling emotionally low. Now, here's the thing. Now, Chinese company started this, and then they put it into law because it worked so well because they was having so many suicides. And China ain't got no sun. They ain't got number smog over there. All them factories and stuff, and they gotta ship our Shein clothes and Shop Mika's and Timo clothes and stuff like that. So, all that smog to produce that, the coal and stuff it takes to to run these clothes and create products and all that plastic and stuff going in the air when they burn it and making all these toys that don't last. You know what I'm saying? And people are unhappy over there, and so they not trying to live through it because it's like, oh my God, it's gotta be a day when there's some sunlight, some sunshine, because sunshine makes us happy. They don't have that over there, so they end up you know jumping, unfortunately, in front of trains. They've had to install blue lights at train stations. I don't know if y'all know that. They have. They have installed blue lights at train stations, at public places where people were unaliving themselves a lot because they said the blue light calms them, and they've seen a 90% decrease in people committing unalivings on themselves since they've installed blue lights in public places. They stopped, basically unaliving themselves in public and keeping it at the house. Yeah, it's a lot of things going on. So I just feel like, to the young people out there, to anybody that's going through it, there are many places that we can live and create the life that we want. We do not have to be subject to just, one place and one way, going to school, going to college, or getting a job. We can basically create the life that we want. And being that social media has taught us a lot and expanded us a lot, we can do it. It's just, are you willing to take a pay cut? Because I do know in some places in South America, a lot of places in South America, you can get a 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom for $150. All utilities included. All utilities included. The fruits is downstairs on the stand. They will come bring you your fruits. You don't need a car for some of these places. And I'm like, if these young kids really, 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 really want to figure out how to afford life, you can't expand outside of where we are now. That we don't only have to stay here.